Hey. What a way to start the stream, huh? So we're gonna be extending our medium density sprawl that we got going on right here. I went ahead and bought some DLC. So we've got skyscrapers. I got mass transit. Hell, I think I got After Dark. I think. I don't know how I would check how to see which one I got. I think I can see it through here. Maybe. I don't know, but I got some DLC, and I downloaded some mods that allow me to put more specific buildings that I like. And I got like 2 of the content creator packs. I forget which ones I got, but I got I think I got skyscrapers and shit, I don't remember, but I know that I got some content. So there's there's more stuff what we can add. Let me hold on. Let me open your eyeballs. And then eyeballs don't do any good without a mouth. So let me get chat connected. Okay, chat is now connected. So everything that you say from this point on should show up on screen over here. And yeah, who's ready? I'm excited. I've had a pretty good morning. I woke up, ate some biscuit, egg, tomato, a little piece of bacon. Had a little gravy in there so it wasn't dry. It was pretty good. I won't lie. Got my trusty bottle of water, of invisible water here. That we're gonna be rocking down, and then to top it all off, let's put the I like right there. That looks good. Let's day-night cycle off. Hell yeah. To go along with all of that, I got a little chocolate granola bar. So I'll be snacking on that at some. Oh, hotels. I got hotels as well. Seaside Resort Hotel. Justification being that we have a lot of water. We have a lot of water that we need to work with. And I also downloaded there was a mod that added the large crematorium. So this will definitely be something that we do. And I feel like, I know it's a crematorium, right? But it does really fit the industrial aesthetic of down here. So well, in fact, so good, that I feel like it wouldn't go amiss to be right here. I understand there's graves, but the big round nature of it, I like how big it is. I feel like it fits. Maybe the trees are a little off. Maybe it doesn't fit. It could fit over here somewhere. It could fit in this little bend. I don't know. We'll figure out where it needs to go later. For right now, it's fine sitting right there because we need it anyway. I also got the... where's it at? The small clinic mod. It's a very tiny little clinic. And it's just nice, man. It's just nice. It's a nice little building to have, you know? I feel like it would work wonders being right there. You know, I know that it's a clinic. But I like to think that if you can pretend that it's like a little maintenance building for the park. Yeah, so I got a bunch of assets that I thought would be really nice to kind of like sprinkle throughout the build, just because they would look pretty. Right? Just because they look pretty. I think I got new fences. Maybe they're not in here. Maybe they're in Find It. Fence. Yeah, so I got the hedge and shit like that, and I used the prop tool. So now we can do hedge line fences and stuff. That's pretty gas. I think I also got a brick fence, a brick wall somewhere in there. Tiling, like surface painter, but for tile. If we do asphalt. Asphalt, so now we have things that we can place down, but we also have ploppable asphalt to where we can... Oh, it might be deprecated. Okay, it might be deprecated. That's okay. That's okay. They can't all be winners. They can't all be winners. I think that means that the concrete also will not work now. The ploppable concrete I had. Oh, we do also have the concrete mixer. We have a lot of extra like trucks and cars that we should be able to add. I added a whole bunch of props. I got a whole bunch of props. If we do car, can we place cars down now? We got some little goofy ones. A little paddle car. Anyway, I got a whole bunch of things. So this is great. This is good. We should be doing lots more detailings now. So there's no reason that this should just stay on these massive grids like this. I'm really not a fan of just these long rows, because if you're way down here, the only way that you can get over to this building, instead of, you know, like you just have to go back. You have to go back. So I think we're going to do a split road right here to alleviate some of this. Can we... can we grab the 2-lane with grass median? Actually, with just regular ass median. Something like that. And do some straight road shenanigans. Something like that. That's not ideal. Fuck, that's ugly as shit. But no, we will not be doing that. Grab the regular ass road and just bring it all the way out here. There we go. So now they can do that. Because it is a little bypass. There we go. That satisfies that. And then let's grab the walkway. Just the regular red one that I like using. We'll just throw that up there. And then we'll just connect that up right there. That is fantastic. I love a good little red split right through there. That's great. This area, I reckon, needs some trees. Either that or it needs some detail. We could put some storage stuff down here. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary to have... Honestly, maybe hospital parking space. Hospital parking space wouldn't be a crazy thing to do right here. There's no way that all of these people... I mean, you wouldn't have enough employees. So maybe we'll do that. Let's do that first. I got the hotels. We will be running a hotel up in the mountain. For sure, for sure. For show, for show, for show. So I learned some tech, right? I learned some heat. Boom. You seeing that? You see that tech right there? That's some tech, man. The parking lot's a little wacky wavy. That never stopped us before. Let me just say, that never stopped us before. Never stopped us before. That looks great. Cool. I feel like right here, it wouldn't be a crazy thing for... Definitely the crematorium needs to be straight across from that. Just like all one road. Like right next to each other. Hedgerow. Let's do the hedge. Hedge. Ooh, we got flowered hedge. Oh, that's gas. Hold on. Prop line tool. A little closer. Can we do a little further? I want it to be as space efficient as possible. Nope. Eight's the magic ticket here. Good enough. Boom, something like that. That's badass. That looks real good. And then, let's see. We got the ability, right, to do hot air balloons and stuff now. So I'm pretty excited about that. We got trams. We got a whole lot. We got a whole host of things. Let me go real fast and promote this in Discord. Bear with me. There we go. Peak. All right, let's put some more high density right here. I'm almost halfway tempted to do some commercial. Some high density commercial. But I want like a big piece of high density commercial. You know, I want like a little block of these. That wouldn't be bad. Let's do that. Turn off road guidelines. Is that enough zoning to put down this building? Yeah, I think it's just enough. And then what we'll do is we'll use move it. A little cluster. Something like that. Oh, that's fantastic. Scoot this on back. That's perfect. That is just perfect, man. That's just a nice little block right there. But we do need to marquee this. And can we turn it to be on this road instead? Yeah, because that's what I want, right? That's what I want. Then I want this to link down and link over. Something like that. Oh, that's great. That's grand. Get rid of these. Get rid of those. Get that out of here. Dabble with some parking. And then move it so it fits. It fits. And then we'll track that in with these little trees. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now let's grab the fence tool. I'll put a little wooden fence out here. Something like that. Bring that on out to there. Fantastic, fantastic. Give me these. I mean, that's just great. Do we have like a little micro park that would fit great right here? A little plaza would be perfect, but I don't know if I've got anything small enough. Sidewalk cafe. That actually fits right there, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Do we have something else? I'd like something to be right here. I guess that's just gonna be decoration stuffs. That's okay. We'll just put our custom. We'll just put a little custom tree area right here. This. I'll just manually place this. Something like that. And then we'll just do a straight line. Like that. That's good. Okay. And then give me a... There. Somehow we're going to say that this signifies man's desire to reach higher or some shit like that. Like that's like a hand reaching up. That's what we're going to say. There's symbolic. There's something symbolic about it. I'm going to put this right here as like a little newspaper stand to teach you about what it means. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Let's throw down a couple of these like little pink trees over here in the corner. And then maybe a little willow, a little purple willow right there. That's good. Flawless. Flawless. I'm loving that. I'm loving it. Okay, let's do the same thing with some bushes. Let's put a little bush row around like this area, because I don't really have anything in particular that I like to have there. What is fence mode? I don't know what fence mode does, but I don't like it. Not quite tracking on that one. Perfect. And then give me some of these big plants. I like these. With a little palm in the middle, like a little palm triangle in the middle. We go crazy for triangles. Hello, Husky Man 365. How you doing, sir? Welcome in. We're decorating. I downloaded some DLC, and I downloaded a lot of workshop content. So I'm going ham right now. Look at this. Look at this little... This is all I've built so far. It's just this. But I'm really liking it. Nice little cluster of buildings. I kind of used Move It to merge them together to make it all like one brick. But I feel like it's a great way to end, or like kind of taper down the medium density. I'm really liking this so far. I'm really liking it. Let's do 4x4. Actually, I don't think we have any 3x3s. Let's do something like that. And let's not put a building right here. Let's not green space, but let's keep it as like just something that's pretty open. Like it's a little personal park. You know, something like that. Like it's this little areas thing. Did I have a good Tuesday? I've had a pretty good Tuesday so far. I'm about halfway through my Tuesday right now. Had a pretty good one. I woke up. That's the best thing. And then I ate a biscuit with some gravy and some bacon and a little piece of tomato like chopped up on top of it. Some gravy so it wasn't dry. And then I chased it down with a bottle of water or a glass of water. And then I did some errands like just around the house. You know, I've had a pretty lazy Tuesday so far. And then, you know, I planned on streaming today. So, you know, that's kind of the move. It's kind of the move right now. I think I'm going to leave that as like a little green area. I might put a rock, because I like the rocks. I feel like rocks add a lot. Especially when you put like just a couple of little leafies around them. Yeah, I feel like those add a lot. We got extra canals. I bought the skyscrapers DLC. So whenever we eventually get ready to go do our skyline area, it's gonna look really nice. Let's just kind of tree this area in, I think. Yeah, I think something like that. That'll be fine. And then we'll kind of put a couple trees right there. Yeah, we're good. This was something that was not exactly planned. Its only existence, it only exists right here to make this area not bitch and whine about property value. So I guess we'll just detail it and make it look like it was part of something. We'll just make it look like it was part of something. So let's grab the tree key wall. And we'll run it from over here. And we'll stop it about here. I like curving my keys into the terrain. Or in like cases like this, where I already brought it up into the terrain, I like to just sink it down. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's just make all this the same size. Oh, nope, not that. I don't know how to select a whole bunch of nodes. Can I do this? Yeah, I don't know how to select like a whole bunch of nodes all at once. I guess I could just marquee it. Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah. Then we'll do to object height, and we'll set everything to that height. Now it's all the same. I like that. We can handle that, and then we'll slope the terrain, and we'll make this little botanical garden like it's overlooking everything else. Yes. So, hear ye, hear ye. Husky man, how you doing? You having a good Tuesday so far? Cook some lasagna instead of using those pasta sheets. I use ramen noodles. Was it good? Was it difficult to eat with it not staying in like a sheet? Or did you just eat it like ramen, like poke, twist? Or did you like chopstick it? What's your method? What's the method? Let me in. We're going to put another key wall over there. And then I think over here we're going to start kind of sloping it up a little. Because I do need a way to get down. That works. I'll put another layer of key wall. Actually, do I want to do another key wall, or do I want to do like a rock wall? How steep is that? Yeah, it's pretty steep. So the key wall is steeper. Let's do the rock wall. We'll see how that looks for us. Bring it a little closer. 2 better? 2 is better. Are they just too close now? They might just be too close. Why are they... Why are they not placing down in the correct orientation? One of the best homemade meals you've cooked yet? Does that mean that you're not cooking a whole lot, or does that mean that you're making some bullshit? Because there's options, there's layers to what you just said. You've been cooking up some shit? It's okay, you can tell me. Hold on, sorry, I'm a little tapped in on this. Give me just a moment. And then we'll go back in and do like the individual stones if I need to fill this out and make it look proper. Something like that. Yeah, and then we'll just put a couple singles in here to kind of fill in the... Anywhere we got some like big voids, I'll put a couple down. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Just trying out new recipes. Okay, okay. Twirled it like a spaghetti. What kind of sauce? What kind of sauce did you use? And then are you a ricotta man? Like, you really fuck with ricotta, or do you kind of not fuck with ricotta? Because like I can see that there's benefits to both for sure. Yeah, that's a little better, I think. Something like that. And then let's grab the terrain tool. Slope. There we go. There we go. Cool beans. So now what I'm going to do is get rid of these trees. Because I want my own trees in this little bit of an area. Yeah. Yeah, alright. You might be able to see the magic. You might be able to see the magic we got going on here. Bravo pasta sauce. Okay. Okay, okay. I'm tracking with what you're cooking with. And I think you're cooking. What kind of path do we want? I feel like we haven't used the zoo path at all. This like tan color, we haven't used that. So we've got that. We use the red pretty frequently. I don't really want to use gray. Definitely don't like the regular one. I just don't like that it doesn't have the little border. It doesn't look as pretty. And I don't know if that is really what I want either. I think that looks a little too rough, not maintained. And then, you know, we got the classic red. I think the tan one. I think tan. Got any options? Got any ideas? I'm feeling this one. I could see this one, but I don't really want to use gray right now. So I'm feeling this one. I'm feeling the tan. Alright, the people are complaining about garbage collection. Is our garbage bad? For this area, it is, for sure. This area is okay. We could definitely do with a small recycling center. You know, these people are pretty green conscious. I don't feel like a small recycling center would be out of the way for these people. Would it fit here? It would, but that's right against people's houses, and I don't like that. It could fit over here on this little side road for sure. Let's move the fire down. No, I definitely don't like that being right at the entrance. That doesn't make sense. You wouldn't want people to smell trash every time they come to the area. Maybe across the road over here somewhere. What were we using right here? The 2-lane with grass. Let's bump that up to a 4-lane with grass. Four-lane with tree. 4-lane with grass. Let's make it a little different. We'll bring it out maybe 30 units. And then do a do a 10, 110, 10. And we'll let that just shoot straight. We might curve it right here. Can we buy another tile? Let's fix our trash problem that we got going on. Trash can be out here somewhere. Let's give it a little dirt road. What does the topography look like? Perfectly flat. Yeah, that's right, because we already did all this. Let's grab and just kind of snake it out here a little ways. Something like that. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. We'll put another little small recycling center out here. A little small one. It'll get the job done. It'll get the job done, I believe. I do believe. Me when I'm believing. Well, fellas, I did say I was going to eat this. I know that was maybe 10 minutes ago, but I did say I was going to eat this. I'm eating it. Let's work on this. I wanted to use the zoo path. Okay, what the? Okay. Let's circle this. And then let's do the same thing over here. Something like that? Yeah. And then we'll just have to use move it to adjust all of this. Oh, well, that's a bridge for no reason. Won't be having that. Okay, you know what? Actually, I can handle a little bit of bridge. I'm okay with that a little bit. Because we'll put some bushes and stuff right there. Now this... I ain't having that. The rest of that, I can handle. I can handle the rest of that. Let's do one of the little arches going down this thing. I like that. And then let's do a little fountain. Gazebo. Let me grip up on some props here. Not natural props. I want park props. Here we go. Asian garden decoration. The little dragon guy. That is such a small decoration. We're still gonna put it though, because I think it's awesome. A little balloon cart. Hell yeah. What else we got? Flower bed. See, this is it. This is the move right here. Let's do prop tool. I don't understand why they're not rotating. Did I do something wrong? Because they're just not working. I feel like this isn't normally an issue. Oh, it's because I was in fence mode, that's why. Okay. No? Almost. Okay, I'm tracking. 6 maybe? Yeah, 6 works. Nice little thing we got there. Can we do a bigger fountain? Yes. Put the bigger fountain over here. And then we'll... Oh, that's not correct. You know what? Would it work better if I brought you down? Not really. Shit. Not really. Can I just use you to cover up this area? Like it's not even there, man. Like it's not even there. Let's grab the... Nice, these ones. Little this, little that. And then what other kind of little detail could we put right here? I feel like I need some bush. Little bush guys. I feel like they would make the world go round. Maybe a little more space down than that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like a clean little garden area. And then we can wrap it with some fence. Okay. Okay, can I not just... Can I... Oh, I'm choking on oats. Goulash? Yeah, I love goulash. I love goulash. I like to call it a different name than goulash, but yeah. I love goulash. It is actually a very delicious dish. Why? Why? Can we get more... I like these. I've really enjoyed using these. They're just nice, big, full plants. That backed up with like some trees. There's just something good about that. Nice, okay. And now you know a fella loves rocks. I love putting rocks down. I feel like it's a great way to add a little intrigue. Something like that, and then you go put some bushes around it. And it's just like the greatest thing ever, you know? Let's use our forest brush that we got going on. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah, I like goulash. I like to put it on toast. It's great on toast. We're gonna call that good for the botanical garden. I like that. I like that as it is. Gonna try it tomorrow. It's honestly not that difficult. You ever had hamburger helper? You want it to be about that consistency. I mean, at least the way that I like it, right? I like it a little thicker. Some people like theirs a little more soupy. Okay. Okay. Like, you want to be a chef? Or... I have returned. Sorry, I had to wage war against my enemies. Luckily, I won. It was a flawless victory. Okay, I feel like most of this little initial area is pretty done. I don't quite know what I want right here. This might just end up being some green space. This area as well, just because of this hill that's in here, I don't really know what to put there. I guess I could flatten it out. Maybe I just put some trees on it and call it a day. Yeah, something like that. And then let's go grab some rocks. Line tool. No, let's not do that, actually. Let's grab... Oh, these bushes. See, these are the ones that I wanted over for the botanical garden. Hold on, we're coming back to this. I wanted these grasses. The grasses always look nice. Yeah, something like that. Big frog rock. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I fuck with frog rock. Now, can I get rid of those boulders? I guess that's just part of frog rock, huh? Frog rock. We're naming this area Frog Rock. Frog Rock Park. Let's make this a nature park. Frog Rock Park. Hell yeah, man. Frog Rock. Nice. I fuck heavy with frog rock. Anyway, let's go back to you saying that you wanted to be a chef. Are you saying that you want to be a chef, or you just want to be like an at-home chef, or you are like actively working to become a chef? Because you know what's funny about that? Sorry, I took a bite right as. I used to have a regular viewer over on my YouTube streams who was worked at like a meat market, but I think they had an interest in cooking and wanted to be a chef. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Just the things that happen, you know? Just the people you see, the people you meet. Is this the edge of our... It is. That's the edge of our... Let's come off at like a 50-degree angle, 20 units up. Let's see. But yeah. He wanted. I'm pretty sure he had an interest in being a chef or something like that. I wonder what he's up to now. The world may never know. Let's do a little yoga garden. Yoga garden action. Like a little clinic next to it. Community pool. And then come over here to the parks and put the little Japanese like Zen garden right over here next to it. Actually, I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty solid workup that we got going right here. Move that over to about there. And then we'll grab the Zen garden and put it right across from the yoga place. I just feel like that's such like a perfect addition. Right across. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense as this water is tilted down, but I think it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Let's grab a couple of low density shops. Put a little 3x3 right there. Easy little 2x2, little 2x2. Little 2x3. Another 2x2 and then another 2x3. Something like that. We'll let those build up. Maybe put a couple like little small density housing right here. Actually, no. I want this to all be pretty high density. Pretty high density. Maybe this area off to the left, it can be pretty low density. But I want, for the most part, this area to be high density. Let's do... Four. something like this. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. That should be pretty decent. This road needs to get changed out to the little alleyway. For show, for show. Let's go grab the fence. Yeah. Put a... Can we put the this guy? I like him being like an entrance to what we're gonna call is like this little... Like a little private neighborhood area, you know? Will this be like a little private area? So we have plenty of medical. Fire, we don't really have any fire, but I don't really guess fire needs to be here. It needs to be over here, I think. Fire and police right next to each other. That works. And then let's put a bus station right across from these people. Just a regular ass bus depot. Oh, it's a little big, huh? Okay, I know what to do then. We will get rid of that. Grab this. Come out to about y'all. Bring it back to about there. Bring that up. And then bus depot sits there. And then let's grab parking space. Boom. And we'll grab a little bit more parking space. Boom. Can we place down the farm maintenance building? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Shit, that's fine. I didn't care about it anyway. We do need something to continue detailing this area with. I don't really know what to put here. The little rental cabin. Those don't look terrible. They look like little dated. Maybe we'll get rid of that one. I don't reckon that's terrible. we move this to be more like this? That's the ideal. Then let's just get rid of this one. That's the ideal layout, I think. And then this backside over here, we'll have some trees against it. It won't be that big of a deal. Something like that. Yeah. Then we'll go grab the suburban fence, and we'll just fence all the rest of this in. That'll be fine enough. Nice little community area. Yeah. Yeah, I'm plenty happy with that. If we just go if we just go cube by cube. So we now have our services. So we have fire, police, medical, some basic housing. Then we need a little park. I feel like a park would go great right here. You know, just like one of the pre-made, one of the big parks. Like that. Yeah. It fits, man. It fits. It fits. Therefore, it must sit. Yeah, something like that. And then we'll grab the little pathway tool. We'll do that. Hell yeah. That's perfect. That's exactly what it needed. Let's start doing some higher density stuff. Something like that, and then we'll do high density along this back edge. Something like that. A little bit more commercial right here. And then let's grab Plaza of the Dead. Yeah, that's not crazy. Yeah, okay, hold on, I'm cooking. Let's grab, Flame Tree. Something like that. And then grab this little bush. And we're gonna line it with this bush, so it's a little more flowery, a little more alive feeling. A little more flowery, a little more alive. We'll go ahead and do all of these as well. See, can I manually place those? You know what? It's okay. It's not gonna matter once we get like zoomed out. Can't even tell. Let's put a... I want this to be pretty a quiet little area. So maybe let's throw a small fence in front of it. A little farm fence. Something like that. Yeah, I don't feel like that's crazy. And then we'll grab a couple more bushes. Yeah. Let's grab and put a... Put one of these out here. Drag it out. Far as we can, far as we can. There we go. Look at that. Plaza of the Dead, man. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, so this is coming along. Let's slowly bring this medium density up to spec. Let's do a couple 3x3s. Maybe backed against some 2x3s. So they're not terribly huge. Humongo. Yeah, that's good. That's about the height that I want those buildings to be, so that works out just fine. Perfect. And I don't want, you know, maximum density all the time. Something about like that. Do a little low density patterning right through here. So you can have like a little Market Street kind of deal. Yeah. I'll be back, fellas. Alright, fellas. I've returned. I've returned again. Let's see. Okay, so where did we leave off? Household says it's happy. We don't have a whole lot of park stuff around here. Let's do, we don't ever do the dog park. Do the dog park. Yeah, we'll do the dog park, and then we'll have like a little walk-in park out here, out beside it. You know, like if you just want to come walk your dog through the... Alright, now what kind of tomfoolery happened over here? Cool. Little dog park. No. Nuh-uh. I want that one to be a crazy, crazy angle. There we go. Nice little dog park. Here we go. So, for a dog park to be a successful dog park, you've got to have Frog Rock. No, we can't duplicate Frog Rock. He's too good. He's too good to put in more places than just one. But we can't put rocks. If there's one thing that I love putting places, it's rocks. Love, love, love putting rocks. We really need to build ourselves a new forest brush. Like, I like the current forest brush. I just think it's a little much sometimes. Not like density-wise, but variety. I think it's a little too variety. It's a little too varied. That's the word I'm looking for. It's got a little much in the variety department. All right, we're gonna run a path down the side of this thing. And the one I like to use is suburban path. I just feel like it fits the theme. Yeah, something like that. I'm down for that. Some more ground clutter. Yeah. We'll put a couple trees right here. And a couple trees right there. But for the most part, I mean, this is a dog park, you know? I want it to be pretty open for the little dogs to go run around. Do what they do. There we go, something like that. And then let's do that. There we go. And then these people can have a little bit of privacy from the dogs. They'd probably want their own yards, wouldn't they? Yeah. And then same for these people. Yeah. Nice. Okay. And then our little Market Street is not coming along the nicest. Won't lie. Is that like the only shape building that exists for a 2x2 in commercial? Surely not, right? Like there's other ones. Nope. Okay. It's plop time. That at least changes the game a little bit. Okay, so what else we got? We need to finish out our high density. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Nice little straight path right through there. Nice. You know, and then you can assume, right, that they have a gate or something that lets them out onto the bypass. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Still don't really have, I'm like, we have industrial demand, but we don't really have a whole lot. So I guess we're kind of to the point where we can, okay, Sophie Campbell. You got dead people? There's the hearse. Fantastic. Okay. We can call this. Oh, that was with the park. I just want to name this as a district. Roundview Shops. Ta-da. Alright, what are we calling north? So that's north? No. Because I'm pretty sure if you pick it up from this direction, it just shows you from here. Okay. We don't really have a north in this map. That's a little bit of an issue because it means that I can't like name every places. I guess we just have to designate a north. We'll designate the ocean as the north. So this is going to be like south. We don't really have a name for this place just yet, so we're not going to worry about it. Let's grab the road down here with... Oh, wrong way. Yeah, and then we'll do no zoning on this. There we go. So now we can just have high density right there. Just pure high density. Actually, leave that. We're going to do commercial there. There we go. And then along this back edge, don't actually want anybody zoned against this. I don't want anybody zoned against that. Yeah, something like that. What's your issue? Worker education too low? Okay, so we need schooling. School time. What is this? Alternative to the high school. Gotcha. Say less. Can I put the library in here? So the library is kind of big, huh? Yeah, I like this being backed right against the road. Oh, why does the road come up like this? No, let's not do that. If anything, yeah, I kind of want you to come down. That works. Yeah, I like this being backed right against the road. That looks good. That looks real good. Let's grab the... That's like their school logo, you know? That's their school logo. We need to set up our bus lines, because we have the bus depot over here. We're just not utilizing it right now. We are just not utilizing it. Yeah. Liking that. And then let's do... grab a fence. Put a fence down there. Something simple, something easy. But it really does just make things look so much nicer. Okay, so we'll have education slowly increasing over here. So that'll be good. We've got our high density is working in. High density is starting to look good as well. Our medium density, really. And we'll push that out to probably about here-ish before we really turn into, you know, raising the skyline. Mostly because I don't want the skyline to be backed by the mountain. I want the skyline to be in the sky. I also want to put the racetrack up here in the mountains. Probably just get it to follow the edge up here. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. Can I buy down there? I can. I need to connect this into there. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do it with the 4-lane road. Let's do follow ground. Let's also make sure that you have right of way. Oh, okay, that's not working. Okay, so this needs an interchange. It really needs one right here. I guess we'll put one right here. That will eventually go down and turn this road into one. Or it'll just tee off right here. And the other one will come up and connect into this. Yeah, I suppose that's what we're gonna have to do. Okay. Which really is going to turn this road instead of this turn right here. It's just going to come straight across and tee into this. Yeah, okay, I guess that's what we're doing. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. 14 meters is fine. Grand City, and all we unlocked is the solar power plant. Yippee. Yippee hooray. Yippee hooray. Um. Did we use on-ramps over here? Yeah. Yeah, and then we'll bring all those in. It won't really matter. Yeah, and let's make those stay above ground because I don't really like the dirt being stacked up. At least, how do we do it over here? I think it's just bridge all the way down. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to manually do it. Hey, that's fine. That's fine, man. That's fine. Something like that, yeah. That's a little better. That's a little better. It's just a little wonky, but that's okay. They can't all be perfect. They can't all be perfect. So now we'll go back to over here. And this has got to come back up and over. And we'll say push to ground. Yeah, that works. Okay. How's traffic doing? What's wrong with you? Where are you trying to go, Mr. Policeman? Just patrolling. Okay. Okay, and all of you people are trying to go left. All of you are trying to go left because you're trying to go into the city. Okay, which means we need a bridge. Or we need a faster connection over here. Yeah, which is what would happen. We need a connection right there. I reckon a connection over here would be the better option. Let's go ahead and purchase a tile. Purchase that. And let's put a connection right here. Because that's what we need. Where's it going to go from over here? We're going to have two, I reckon. Did you just send that, or is my chat broken? Or are you like way back in the stream right now? Because I said that what feels like an hour ago. I think my chat might be broken. Hold on. My chat broken? Hold on, gangster. My chat might be delayed. Where's my Twitch app? Hello? Twitch app, here we go. Hold on now. Hold on. An arborist? Okay. What is an arborist? Bella. Because like arbor to me sounds like a machinist, you know, like a, you know, the arbor of a machine. That's the idea that I'm getting. When you turn your camera off, I want to go clean up my kitchen. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had some things going on. Let's go for 12 meters. .24 unit. That's good. And then we'll push to ground. That. And we don't actually need it to go anywhere over here just yet. But that will be a great side feed into the city. Or a main feed. Fuck, I don't know. Is this area too far away from my highway to be where the skyline is set? I didn't think so. I won't think so because I'll have this line feeding in and I'll have that line feeding in. Like a main cross, and I can obviously have one over here. I can have a bunch, you know, feeding into it. Maybe. We'll see. So what is an arborist? It's really wide, but I think it works. It's really wide, but I think it works. We'll put some trees or something in the middle, kind of decorate it. And it'll be one of those interchanges. Tree cutting with chainsaw. Oh, okay. Climbing up trees. So, okay. So am I getting that right idea that it's like a logging service where you get a call to go out to a business, a house, a developing land, like a property that's getting developed, and you are the one who is cutting down like big trees? Or is this more like Pacific Northwest, where in the mountains manually logging a bunch of trees that equipment can't get to? Because that's super interesting. That is super, super interesting. Never talked to anyone who's done a job like that. Yeah, and then we'll put some little like trees or something down here. Something like that. Maybe put a little rock or something. I love rocks. Is it the safest thing to have next to the highway? No. Do I like the way it looks? Yes. 100%. Oh, I'm so decorative. This shit's so decorative. We need a little bit more color in this area though, because it's all green. We need to put down some of those pink trees. Something a little less manicured. I'm liking that. And then some of these trees as well. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's good. That's decent. Okay. And now I don't really guess you know, some fences wouldn't be a bad addition. Some fences wouldn't be bad. Yeah, traffic's also working overtime too, because people are going out that way to get to the main city, and people are going this way to get to the main city. Also, these people, at least I would assume some of these trucks are probably leaving this section of industry to go over to this section of industry. Which, I mean, I guess really they would just go down this direction. Either way. They're doing good. They're doing good. This is good. This is real good. How long have I been streaming for? Because I need to make sure that I'm not going over my I don't really have like an actual time limit, but I do need to make sure that I keep it within a decent amount of time, because I know that I'll wear myself out and then I won't want to do my second stream. So I need to double check how long we've been streaming for. 2 hours? Okay. So I reckon what we'll do is finish up this little portion of the city and maybe start on like another little section right here. And then I think that'll be about it for today's episode. That, and we can probably extend... We're going to probably extend down into here. Maybe do a shopping mall, since I couldn't do one out on that little island. This wouldn't be bad. Work for a logging company. We go in, cut trees down for a lumber mill, tree harvesting. Okay. Okay, okay. That's sick as fuck, dude. That's so cool. That is really cool. Let's send a very small little plain street. Cool. Out here, what I'm going to do is have blimps and stuff take off, since I just got the DLC for it. I think it'd be fun. But I'm not going to worry about it for right now. Yeah, I'm real happy with the way things are turning out so far. We could also probably run a little resort out here as well. That wouldn't be bad. I also don't know how big the blimp is, so I'm going to leave those roads right there. That'll be fine. Alright, what kind of services do I need up here? I have plenty of health. I could probably go ahead and put down another clinic. Honestly, I could probably put down a little hospital. Right off the main road. I feel like I want like a hospital complex though. But maybe this is just not the area for that. Maybe that's more of like a just outside the skyline kind of a thing. Because Because I definitely want the hospital to be sitting back like that. So let's make that happen. Do something like this. Gonna need to have parking. Gonna need to have parking. So let's do a large. Let's just do like a large parking lot area. Something like that. And then let's have can we put another hospital building down? Let's see, this is going to be the out clinic. No, actually, we're going to do one of these. This is where like your little out clinic is going to be. Something like that. Let's get some decoration. I always feel like hospitals always have decoration outside of them. You know, they always got something going on. Let's do a ring of rocks. That just seems like the kind of thing a hospital would have out front, you know? And then they're gonna have like some plants in it. Maybe put a couple of these little flowers. Just some grasses. You know, they're always going to have some shit like that out front. And then fence. We'll do the park fence because it fits that look. Something like that. Yeah, like the kind of thing of like you only really want the people who are needing to get in here to get in here. Yeah, I like it being its own like big main deal as well. How else would you decorate a hospital? I don't feel like the fire station would be all too crazy of an addition either. You know, if you were going to treat it like an extra portion of the clinic. my cemeteries not have enough? Yeah, my cemeteries have plenty. What are you talking about, dude? All my budget's at 100. Everything's working as it should be. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's good enough for a hospital. And then a little park out back, you know, like while you're waiting on people in the hospital. You know, you got a little pond out back. What is this? Tiny park? More just like little waiting areas. Okay. And then a path. We'll do tree line. Oh, why is it a bridge? Hold on. Whoa, Nelly. Let's bring that back. There we go. Fantastic, and then we'll line that up. Cool. That's... Yeah, I mean, it's a hospital, man. You know, it does its job. Landscapers did what they could. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Okay. Glad we got a nice little hospital build in here. Fire. I actually prefer fire stations don't be massive. I prefer to have multiple local stations. And other than this being kind of a little bit of a fire hazard, I'll just throw one down over here. That area is pretty well covered. That area is, for the most part, covered, I guess. They could probably use another one, but I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah. Yeah. And then we will run another line out of here that will eventually intersect out here. So let's go ahead and plan that line out. Come out 15 units. And then another 15 units over here. Prefer to be elevated. Actually, prefer ground all the way over. Yep, that's better. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, and then that'll eventually connect into that with another interchange. Put that little put that little kick in it so I could have an area up here and an area down here. Maybe have a little cross divide right here. Yeah, I'm liking this. This is coming along. This is coming along a lot nicer than I would have expected. Bus lines, while we're working with them, let's do bus lines. We want a perimeter line. Yep. Actually, there we go. Okay, that's probably got enough bus lines. That's probably enough lines for one section. Let's change its line color to this like red color. Does that work? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And then the bus, use the double-decker bus. We don't use that one anywhere. Bus line 4, the brown line. Honestly, I can just get rid of you. Well, there's only one bus running that line. That'll be fine. Bus line 5 is doing work. Let's go look at it. Which one's bus line 5? 5 is dark blue. Can we change 5 to a nice pale green so I can see it? Okay, well of course it is. It's the full all the way around. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're good with that. That's good. I'm liking what we've got here. This is a good run that we got going on. And then I'm gonna do some tourism right here, and maybe put some residential down here to kind of help feed into the farmlands. And then yeah. I don't quite know what I want to have right here along just yet. Something for sure. But I think that's for next time. Fellas, I've had a good time. Always do. But I think this is the end of Bear County for today. So I'm gonna head on out of here, take myself a little break, and then I'll be playing something on YouTube in a couple hours. You should go check me over there. Same username and everything. So that's pretty gas, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go drink a lot of water because I'm dry. So be safe, have fun, go do something you enjoy, and be safe while you do it so you do it again. I'll see you next time. Bye!